I am Mark Goodwin. I am equal parts education. Okay, at the risk of sounding a bit rocky, uh, the eye on the prize rather than the eye of the tiger, the eye on the prize. Remind kids of what's at stake when they get into an argument with a teacher, when they get put into isolation, when they get excluded. Remind them of the value of their education. All of the words and all of the phrases that I use up until this point, but the eye on the prize. Their education is worth a small fortune to them. Their education potentially is worth tens and hundreds of thousands of pounds. Would you put all that at risk to be right in this argument? Would you put all that at risk to prove your point? Would you put all that at risk for your phone? And sometimes a kid will say, "Yep, I'm having this, and I'm not backing down, and I'm going to do this." But asking the question sometimes shifts the dynamic of the argument. Keep your eye on the prize. Your goal, what you really want to do more than anything else, is to be in school, is to get back to school, is to make school work. So where's your focus? And at the moment, when we're arguing about who's right, about arguing about a phone, arguing about what did or didn't happen on the yard, we're losing focus. The most important thing is that you stay in school. The most important thing is that you keep your eye on your goals. Sometimes you've got to remind kids of I find myself a lot saying control the controllables. I know a lot of people use this. I've heard it mentioned by loads of people, but you've got to be reminded, control the control. Kids want to point the finger anywhere else about what's wrong. And for me, one of the biggest things that any kid can accept is to control the controllables, not what their mates are doing, not what somebody said to them, not what the teacher's doing or how the teacher's spoken or how loud their voice was or how close to them there was. All they can control is their response to the situation. And that comes back to choices. Control the controllables. How are you responding in this situation? Ask that question. Is it the response that you want? Is it the response that makes school work for you? Is it the response that is based on your unlimited potential? Is it the response that's going to keep the relationships positive at school? Is it the response that you want to take responsibility for? Control the controllables.